Hello everyone, Ariam here, and welcome back to another episode of Wild and Weird. Today's weirdo is a bit of a weirdo in disguise, the koala. A koala might not necessarily look very weird. It's like a living, plush, stuffed animal. In fact, it's often incorrectly called the koala bear. It's not a bear at all, actually, it's a marsupial. But if you look past their fluffy, cuddly appearance, koalas are really, really weird. First, much of their diet is made up purely by eucalyptus leaves. And eucalyptus leaves are not only toxic, but they have basically no nutritional value. So koalas have to sleep over 20 hours a day just to stay alive because the calories they're bringing in are so low. Even weirder, they specifically evolved to recognize their food as leaves on tree branches, so if there are leaves that aren't on branches, they really don't understand that it's food. If you were a zookeeper and you were trying to feed your captive koala and you brought them a bowl with some tasty eucalyptus leaves in it, they would not know what to do with it. They would not see those leaves as leaves and they wouldn't understand you were trying to feed them. Koalas are also exceedingly antisocial. They really do not like being around each other, and the only social bonds that they'll form is between a mother and her baby, and that doesn't last very long, around a year. If a male koala does not like another koala being near him or wants to communicate with a female, he'll release a sound that really does not look like it should be coming out of this animal. Even weirder, koalas might not be exceedingly social, but a socially spread disease is one of their biggest threats at the moment: chlamydia. While some island populations are doing pretty well, most mainland Australia koalas have chlamydia. And of course, you can't exactly tell a wild animal to abstain from sexual activities and go to the nearest STD clinic for antibiotics, so the more koalas breed and birth new koalas, the more the chlamydia spreads. There's also a koala version of HIV and AIDS that can both be passed from koala to koala like a virus, but also passed down genetically to baby koalas. Koalas don't have too many natural predators, which is a good thing because I don't think they'd really be able to do anything about it. In fact, one of the biggest external risks to koalas is bushfires, because for the most part, they either won't get down out of the tree and they'll suffocate from smoke or heat exhaustion, or they'll get down out of the tree and try to run and they're way too slow to escape the fires. So this is a concern as climate change does tend to be heating up certain arid areas like Australia. So just a quick recap. This is not a bear. It's constantly in a calorie deficit because of the terrible food that it eats, and its main issues with survival tend to be STDs. Koalas definitely fit in the weirdo category. But don't worry, because of their cute factor, koalas are pretty heavily involved in several different conservation projects, both to protect them from wildfires and habitat loss, as well as to figure out how to help them with some of their disease issues. So next time you see a koala, just remember that their species has a worse STD rate than pretty much any college campus or nursing home. And at the very least, that should probably make you giggle.